third serendipity. Third serendipity. I don't know now this week whether it was before or after I found the story about the ring, but that name of the pastor at Gashland sounded familiar. And it was because I think I had just clicked on, yep, I'm going to be part of a 12-month workshop online by the United Methodist Foundation of Missouri, which is the group that helped provide a challenge grant for the church van that now is being used to help make sure the food pantry gets food twice a month, because the van use got shifted in the last couple of years. It's been wonderful that the foundation made that possible, and the congregation here with your generosity made it possible, and that generosity continues. Well, when I looked again at the name of the person presenting the workshop on how to be more generous, Reverend Laura Murphy, the one who had moved lots of different pieces to help make sure the ring returned to Willie Mays Adkins. So I'm excited that I'm going to get to start with that tomorrow evening, and the invitation's open to other folks who want to be part of it too. You don't have to leave your house, or you can come here at the church and connect with us, but let me know that you want to be part of that. Even if tomorrow doesn't work, it's usually the second Monday evening of the month, and I don't know about you, but a monthly workshop on money, that doesn't sound terribly exciting. But when I see that it's connected to Reverend Laura Murphy and the connections of helping generosity connect people across the years, I got excited. I also got pretty excited that we fielded a tremendous team during yesterday's annual Strawberry Festival. We served. I was outside. I didn't serve a thing. I just made sure people found. I made sure people found the right door, the correct door. Because there were folks that get to the corner and they didn't know to come that way. So it was pretty neat. But traditional baseball food like hot dogs and sloppy joes, they're kind of traditional baseball food, and no, that'd be kind of messy on everybody. Yeah, I think that wouldn't quite do it. Chips, yeah. Ice cream, but we had homemade ice cream and homemade cookies and other desserts, and of course strawberries. So, any updates anyone wants to share?
It was great turnout. We had lots of help, which is fantastic, and we brought in $1,150, which is amazing.
Amen. Yeah. And that was enough raised to fulfill our annual covenant our annual commitment to help support the United Methodist Church in Mozambique, and also other missions that the Los United Methodist Church supports. So we want to make sure we get some photos here. Kathy Jacobson showed us some photos of some of the team there. Yeah. And pretty amazing crew. And you only see the crew sitting and enjoying after the crowds came and went, of course. So, yeah. Yeah. And so just a reminder always, we have several ways to help continue to support the various missions and ministries of Los United Methodist Church. We have the offering plates at the doors, and we have the online options of PayPal and churchtrack.org, all through the lawsonumc.org website. And then I love mail. So I love to write out, actually my wife loves to write out checks. I'd like to do digital stuff, but P.O. Box 127, Lawson, Mo, 64062. And I don't know how many years we've had that P.O. Box, but I think everyone kind of knows that number now. next Sunday, whoops, I just had to, next Sunday we have Robert E. Lee with us, and he's back there in the corner too. He's not going to be back in the corner next Sunday. He's going to be up here. And we're going to have a real short introductory worship time. Probably the shortest sermon I've ever given. Well, not the shortest sermon ever given. I like that. Yeah. Because I've heard several versions of the shortest sermon ever given, and one is it was kind of a sermon, sort of a brush arbor service time when lots of different preachers preached, and lots of them went on and on and on and did powerful messages. And finally, the oldest pastor there was invited for the final sermon. And he stood up and he said, "The Lord is my shepherd." And he sat down. So I think there's some shorter sermons than that out there, but that sticks with me. So we'll have a shorter sermon than usual for sure, and we'll get to have several musical numbers by Robert E. Lee, who has a powerful voice if you haven't heard it, and a wonderful message in the songs he shares. I did mention the sign-up sheets. Well, you can't see that very well there, but you can see it on the back clipboard, which are suggestions for the pie auction we're going to enjoy in a couple of weeks. The 24th, we're going to have Song Request Sunday and a noisy offering for missions, and then we're going to have a pie auction with a potluck. So don't get too confused. Bring your best dish, but no, it's not going to be auctioned off. It's going to be eaten there. And then bring your best pie, and Nicholas Covey is going to auction it off. And that'll be an extra special, fun way of supporting the ministries of Lawson United Methodist Church and having a good time around the table. So 2 weeks from today, July 24th. That's still on your calendar, isn't it, Nicholas? Okay. And the pies listed are suggestions. I'm sure y'all have other pies in mind, but feel free to include that along the way.
The pies have to be good.
They need to be homemade. Yeah, and we need people to donate the pies to be auctioned off, but we also need people to bid on them. So. Yeah, we got 3 auctioneers in this building that I know of, and there may be more here. Yeah, Robert E. Lee's an auctioneer as well as a singer. So we got, of course, Gary's our auctioneer emeritus. Always been such a powerful part of our congregation's life. So this Wednesday is another chance to eat. Here we've had Strawberry Festival yesterday, potluck and pie auction 2 weeks from today. This Wednesday, we have a senior lunch bunch, which we don't charge people at the door, but it's for 50 years old and above, so if you're free to be there, feel free to come, even if you don't make that number. And it'll be in the basement here at the church, and the entertainment will be by the Country Music Makers starting at 11, and the meal begins at noon, and it features taco salad, chips, and dip. And we do invite people to use the 5th Street entrance because we have that chairlift there. It's the busiest chairlift day of the month, even though it's for about 4 steps. But it's amazing how 4 steps can be the difference. And so we're glad we have that chairlift for getting there. Let's see. I almost forgot. Can't forget this. We're also less than 2 weeks away from Vacation Bible School. That'll be just 3 evenings, Thursday, July 21st, Friday, July 22nd, and Saturday, July 23rd, from 5 to 7:30. And to volunteer to help, contact Katie Berger or the church office. And we have elementary kids as part of the VBS, and we have youth to be helpers. And they get to be the featured special music on that Sunday when we have the pie auction and potluck. So looking forward to that great occasion. I'll skip over asking if there's anything else, because one of my favorite camp songs is announcements, announcements, announcements. So we've had enough of those, but we can catch up along the way. But let's sing a beautiful song that reminds us of God welcoming us just as we are, as we look at number 357 in the songbooks, the red songbooks, and we'll do verses 1, 3, 5, and 6, and those comfortable standing are invited to do so.